Hey guys, what's going on? Simpson2142 here, reporting to you, still from the internal pits of ELO Hell. And as you can tell from that little intro there, I'm a little bit ticked off with this whole placement match system. I mean, okay, since Season 3 the whole placement match system changed. For the first two seasons, your starting rank was solely based on how your placement matches went. And to be fair, that wasn't the greatest system in the world, as who you got in your placement matches was a huge luck draw. You could have been a Grandmaster player teamed up with 5 bronze players, so you would lose your games and be put at a much lower rank. Or vice versa, you could have been a bronze player teamed up with 5 Grandmaster players, and so would get carried to victory and be put at a much higher rank. This obviously led to huge frustrations, as people at lower ranks would be getting stomped by pro level players trying to fight their way up, and it would frustrate people at higher ranks as they would get low skill teammates who would essentially cost them the match. So in Season 3, Blizzard made the decision to no longer base your starting rank solely on the 10 placement matches, but rather take greater influence from your final skill rank at the end of the previous season. So if you finished last season at say 3000 skill points, but had some bad placement matches in the next current season, losing A and only winning 2, the system wouldn't automatically place you down into silver, as it recognises that on average you perform at a diamond level skill. So in that sense I really do support this new system, but it does then raise the question, what is the point of these placement matches in the first place? Why not just carry on the next season from where you left off from? If I ended Season 3 on 2800 skill points, can I not just start Season 4 from that point? I mean, it's not like there's a huge gap between seasons either, it's 1 week. Sure, if there was a month between seasons, I could see more reason for these placement games. People may have gotten a lot better through practicing, or could have gotten a lot worse due to lack of playtime. And placement matches would then be a good test to make sure you're still at that same skill level. But after 1 week, But more reason to have them removed is that no one seems to really understand how they function. From my discussions with people in the game, from what they say, they believe placement matches are now treated the same as any other competitive game match. But clearly that's not the case at all. I mean, my previous skill rank was 2819 at the end of Season 3. 1 week passes and I have my 10 placement games. I win 7 out of 10 of those placement games. So if we're treating these matches like regular competitive games, then by calculation my skill rank should be increasing to around 2880? Ah, silly me. I mean, what the actual fuck? Why put me down over 100 skill points despite me winning 70% of my placement matches? It just seems like a huge waste of time and effort to play through those 10 matches if it's still going to screw me over regardless of how well I do. Why can't we just start the competitive season straight away from where we last left off? And don't give me the argument of, oh, but Simpson2142, the placement matches purposely put you at a lower rank in order to see if you're able to climb back out. Well, screw that. I did my time in Season 3. I climbed my way up the ranks. It was painful, it was full of toxic players, it was full of rage quitters, game throwers, and bullshit fucking Hanzo scatter arrows, but I did it. And for the game to then kick me back down again just because of its precious placement match algorithm is just sick. I mean, I don't mean to be a complete whiner about the whole thing, but I think if we are going to do this continuation on previous season ranking to the current season, then why not just make it one huge continuation? Don't give us this wasted time of 10 placement matches that clearly don't take into the proper factor of your win and loss ratio. It's just a waste of time and a waste of effort and a lot of unnecessary frustration. Or if you do want your placement matches to still be in the game, then perhaps go back to the previous system that we saw in Seasons 1 and 2, where Season 1 is a complete separate entity, Season 2 is a complete separate entity, but just don't have it how it is now, where you're trying to create this constant continuation where it's taking in your previous rank number, but then giving you these 10 placement matches which clearly aren't doing very much placement in accordance to how you're actually performing in them. Anyway guys, that's going to be all from me today. Please do let me know in the comments section how the placement matches worked for you this season. Let me know what you ended Season 3 on, how many placement matches you won, and what it gave you in Season 4. I am honestly and truly interested to see what the results are, and if I'm able to figure out a pattern from them, maybe I can try to have a stab at this ridiculous algorithm that Blizzard seems to be implementing. But until the next one guys, take care.